everyone. I hope आप लोग अच्छे हो and you people are practicing problems. Let us for now look at this question and this is going to be one interesting discussion. Let us start with this one. So what is given in the question? A ring of radius r has a uniformly spread charge plus q on quarter of its circumference. So on this quarter part of the ring, there is plus q charge uniformly distributed, and on the opposite quarter, this one, there is negative charge of same magnitude uniformly spread. Okay. Find the electric potential at point A. So we have to talk about calculating potential at this point shown in the figure. An approximation is given, one approximation here. This distance of point A from the center R is far greater than that of radius of the ring. ठीक है. So how we can go around this question? सबसे पहली चीज ये है, can we use the formula that we have learned for ring? Or can we use the knowledge of derivation part that we have done for ring? So देखो, जब जो भी common derivation हमने किया है ना, which is very much prevalent, I would say, everywhere that you see. So वहां पे हम ring को कुछ ऐसा लेते हैं, ये जो point होता है ना, that point we basically take on the axis of ring. I mean on a line which is perpendicular to the plane of ring. Okay. And in that case, what happens? Every point on the ring is equidistant from point A. क्योंकि अगर ये small r है, if this is capital R, and if it is a small r, in that case, this will become r square plus r square root under x. So here each point on the ring will be equidistant, right? और अगर suppose कर लो इस पूरे पे plus charge distributed है, then this is a small charge dq, and because of which potential at A will be k dq by x. Because of any point, if you take, potential will be this only. So you simply need to add it to get the potential. K is constant, x is constant, dq का integration q. So simply kq by x हम लिखते हैं, right? Simplest है ये. लेकिन यहाँ पे आप ध्यान से देखो, this OA is basically not like this OA. This is not the line perpendicular to the plane of ring. It is in the plane of ring, right? अगर ये perpendicular होता तो जितना potential plus के लिए होता उतना ही negative के लिए होता at point A, and in that case you would have got potential at A equal to 0, which is not the case, right? This is not the case because this OA is in the plane of ring. Now how we can go around it? कैसे कर सकते हैं? सो फॉर्मूला यूज नहीं कर सकते, और क्या कॉन्सेप्ट यूज कर सकते? आप ध्यान से देखो, यहाँ पे इक्वल ऑपोजिट चार्ज की बात हो रही है. क्या हम डाइपोल को इस डिस्कशन में ला सकते हैं? कैन यू थिंक अराउंड दैट? सो एक्चुअली वी कैन. जैसे आप ध्यान से देखो, सपोज कर लो यहाँ पे एक हमारे पास पॉजिटिव चार्ज है, ठीक है, एंड सेम इससे जस्ट ऑपोजिट मैंने ले लिया, यहाँ पे एक नेगेटिव चार्ज. सो वी कैन से दिस इज अ प्लस dq चार्ज एंड दिस इज माइनस dq चार्ज. So we are taking basically this element of same length both sides. So let's say this is dl length of the ring and this is also dl length of the ring. So both lengths will have equal amount of charge there, right? Because charge is uniformly distributed. So this is this. So you can clearly see here there is dipole uh, separated by distance 2r, right? So if we know how we can calculate potential at point A because of a dipole, we can use that concept and put it here. अब देखो कैसे कर सकते हैं. यहाँ पे जैसे डाइपोल को आप रिकॉल करो, आपने पढ़ा होगा देर इज नेगेटिव एंड पॉजिटिव चार्ज सेपरेटेड बाय स्मॉल सेपरेशन, डन है, एंड इन दैट केस वी call it dipole, right? So let's say this is separated by distance of 2r, done it. So here dipole moment will be equal to how much? Q into 2r, right? This is the dipole moment value, so this is termed as P, and direction of dipole is from negative to positive, so this is direction of dipole. When we talk about calculating potential, we generally talk about 2 points, one on the axis of dipole, so किसी ऐसे point पे, one on the equatorial point, कोई ऐसे point पे. So अगर आप इस point की बात करो, then it is equidistant from both positive and negative charge. Potential at this point will be 0, right? Because one is positive, another is negative. एक का जितना potential positive होगा, दूसरे का negative होगा. Adding up, you will be getting 0. At this point, potential you can calculate, you will be getting positive, right? And that calculation we have done by approximating this x distance of point A. Basically that distance we generally take from which point? From the center of the dipole. So let's say this is O. So from this end, if this distance is x, then if x is far greater than that of r or 2r, in that case you can clearly write here one thing. uh, Potential will be equal to kp by r का square. So potential is this one. Okay, done it? And how we can talk about calculating potential at any point A, which is I mean which the position vector of which point is r. So general formula हम लिखते हैं, right? P dot r k p dot r by p uh, sorry r का whole cube. Okay, so this is what we write. अब देखो यहाँ पे ये क्या हो जाएगा, this angle is theta, so this is kp r cos theta divided by r का cube, and this is your how much, kp cos theta by r का square. ठीक है, so this is this, and if you talk about this point then theta is how much, 0, so this will become kp by r square. If you talk about this point then theta is how much, 90, so this will become 0. ठीक है, so कुछ ऐसा कैन वी यूज इट हियर. सो यहाँ पे भी अगर आप ध्यान से देखो हमारे क्वेश्चन में एक अप्रोक्सीमेशन दिया है, आर इज फार फार ग्रेटर देन स्मॉल आर. So basically separation between these two, this dipole, this single dipole is 2r, and we are getting asked about calculating potential at A, which is from the center of dipole at a distance 2r, sorry at a distance r, which is far far greater than small r, right? So approximation hold हो रहा है, right? We can use this concept of dipole. तो चलो यूज करते हैं. हमारे पास एक सिंगल डाइपोल था, कुछ ऐसा, जस्ट गिव मी अ सेकंड. ओके, सो दिस इज अ सिंगल डाइपोल, राइट? और इस डाइपोल की अगर आप बात करो, यहाँ पे नेगेटिव चार्ज है एंड यहाँ पे पॉजिटिव, सॉरी यहाँ पे पॉजिटिव चार्ज है, यहाँ पे नेगेटिव चार्ज है. सो डायरेक्शन ऑफ, इफ यू टॉक अबाउट डायरेक्शन ऑफ डाइपोल, इट विल बी इन दिस सेंस, right? Let's say this dipole is making an angle of theta with the OA. Let us call it dipole dp. So this dp dipole is a vector thing, right? So we can break it into, I mean dipole is in this direction, let us break it along the line of OA. So this will become how much, dp cos theta, right? So this one I'm calling as dp, and another component will be along this line, which is along this line, so this will be how much, dp sin theta. Now let us talk about calculating potential at point A because of these two dipoles, dp cos theta, dp sin theta. So देखो dp sin theta के लिए ये कौन सा point है, equatorial point है. So because of dp sin theta, there won't be potential at point A. So let us say because of this I am writing dv1, this is equal to 0. And because of this I am writing dv2, and this will be equal to how much, k into dp divided by distance का square, and that is given as r. So k dp by r का square. And here dp is what, dp cos theta. So k dp cos theta by r का square. So this is potential because of dp cos theta. Done it? And if we want to calculate potential at point A because of the whole section, we need to do integration, right? And we need to simply integrate it. And for that, we need to put limit. अब आप check करो ये dipole, we can start taking from here. If you are here taking positive, then negative section will be here. This will constitute one dipole. So we can start taking it from here. And this dipole will be making an angle of 0 degree with line OA. So initially 0. Up to this point, we can take the dipole, right? So this will be making an angle of 90 degree with OA. So 0 to 90, this will vary. We can integrate it, get the answer, right? So, I mean, let us here talk about calculating what, dp value. So dp आप कैसे निकाल सकते हो, देख लो यहाँ पे हमने चार्ज dq लिया था, प्लस dq, and this side we have taken charge minus dq. So I mean here dipole dp will be equal to how much, 2r into dq. dq को आप कैसे लिख सकते हो, जैसे देखो इसका पोजीशन वेक्टर हमने लिया है, let's say this is r vector, this is making an angle of theta with line OA. Let's say this dq which is contained in dl length, right? This is placed over dl length, this dq charge, right? And let's say this dl length is contained in a small angle equal to d theta. So this is d theta. So dl will be equal to how much? This will be equal to r d theta, right? Because if arc length is dl, angle getting formed by that arc is d theta, length will be r d theta, radius into d theta, right? So this is r d theta. Now what will be dq? So dq will be whatever is the charge per unit length on this section, so lambda into lambda into dl, right? So this is lambda r d theta. Lambda का value आप क्या लिखोगे? Lambda here charge is q, ठीक है, and total charge and total length of this portion is how much? This will be 2 pi r by 4, so this is pi r by 2. So lambda is basically q divided by pi r by 2, ठीक है. So this is this into r d theta. So this will become r will get cancelled, and here you will be getting how much, dq by सॉरी 2q/पाई, ठीक है, TQ 2q/पाई d थीटा, राइट? दिस इज व्हाट DQ वैल्यू वी आर गेटिंग। अब देखो यहाँ पे आप लिख लो 2r DQ बेसिकली। सो 2 इंटू DQ मैं पहले लिखने जा रही हूँ, 2 इंटू 2, एंड दिस इज हाउ मच, दिस इज Q, राइट? 2 into 2q, and this is r, this r, and then d theta, right? So q, sorry, 2r into dq thing I have written here, so this is dp, right? So this is dp तुम्हारा क्या है, 4q, sorry, 4qr d theta, done it? Now let us put it here. So 4qr, now let us do this, and k into 4, I mean this is qr and d theta, right? So this is d theta, and here it is cos theta divided by r का square integration, ठीक है? Whatever is constant take it outside, so 4kq, ठीक है, r बाई r का स्क्वायर cos थीटा d थीटा, that will become sin थीटा, 0 से pi/2, if you put the limit you will be getting 1. So 4 k का वैल्यू आप पुट कर लो, 1/4 pi epsilon naught, this is q into small r divided, so if you do this, I mean 4 will get cut and you are left with qr divided by pi square epsilon naught r का square. This will be your answer. So this will be the potential at point A, at this point A. Okay. So here we just needed to use the concept of potential. देखो question solve करने से हमें question दिखता है. Done it? So you need to practice more and more number of question in order to be able to see the question. See the question meaning in order to see what concepts we can use. डन है? फर्स्ट गो में नहीं दिखता है, इट्स फाइन। जब तुम रिग्रेस प्रैक्टिस में चले जाओगे ना, यू विल स्टार्ट सीइंग क्वेश्चन, सो यू डोंट नीड टू वरी अबाउट इफ यू आर नॉट एबल टू इन फर्स्ट साइड सी व्हाट विल हैपन, बट इफ यू आर फाइनली एबल टू फिगर आउट, इट्स फाइन। इवन देन नॉट, इट्स स्टिल फाइन बिकॉज यू आर स्टिल इन प्रैक्टिस। सो बहुत ज्यादा प्रैक्टिस कर ली हो, देन तुम्हारी ये शिकायत ही नहीं रहेगी कि मैम क्वेश्चन नहीं दिखता, दिखेगा, ठीक है? सो कीप ऑन प्रैक्टिसिंग मोर नंबर ऑफ क्वेश्चन, दैट विल इन्वॉल्व इन योर स्टेट। Okay, take care of yourself. I hope everything is clear. Bye bye. But if you have any doubt, you can always let me know in the comment section. Bye.